Hey, everybody, this is Rob Smith with the Body Project, and we are continuing to talk about stress and stressors, the things that really empty our physiological buckets. I mean, we have spent the last few days talking about all the things that really deplete our life force and actually create more of an accelerated aging process. And it's time to start really figuring out what can we do to fill our buckets. And one of the most important things we can all do is make sure we're living an authentic life. And what I mean by that is there's certain things that we just love to do. There's a certain way we're all wired. And it's important for you to really understand when it comes to really recharging our batteries, what fills you up. So again, we think of our body like a giant battery. And one of the things I love about nature is by far one of the greatest battery rechargers just because of the tremendous electrical fields, positive electrical fields that the earth possesses. And that's why I tend to really gravitate towards nature. But I think it's important for everybody to really understand who they are and, really what recharges them best. So you have to ask yourself the question, am I more of an introvert? Am I more of an extrovert? I'll just tell you myself, I got a great story. This is a great story. Had a block and we're ice cream social. And it just so happened that Paula was at a workshop, actually attending a workshop. And I was home with my daughter and her friend, and they said, "Dad, we want to go to this ice cream social." And I said, "Okay, well, I want to eat, and I'm doing my thing." And so she went to ice cream social, and a lot of people talking to her, and there were a number of people that didn't know her, and she had started a dog walking business. So there was a number of people that were introducing her to other people in the neighborhood, and they said, "Where are your parents?" And she said, "My mom's at a workshop and my dad's not very social." And it's kind of funny, but when she came back and told me, I was almost like offended that she would actually say something like, "My dad's not very social." And I love being around people. I love people. But then I started to really think about it, is I recharge my battery best when I'm alone, particularly in nature. But other than hiking, probably my two favorite things to do are reading and writing. Those are two things that really fill me up. And so for everybody, you've got to identify if it's a situation where you need to be around people to fill your bucket. And then some of you actually need to spend time alone to maybe be alone in your thoughts or just enjoy that quiet time, whether it's reading a book or having a nice cup of coffee or a hot tea. So that's the first step, is really identifying who you are to make sure you are living an authentic life. Because I think all too often, especially for those of us that are married, if we have a spouse that tends to be on the opposite side of the spectrum, then we always have to make sure we're compromising. I mean, sometimes you have to go with them because that's something they love to do. And then other times, they definitely need to honor, what makes you happiest and where you really need to recharge your battery. So today, the challenge for you is really to identify, if you're more of an introvert or extrovert, what are the things that fill your bucket? Is it doing crafts? Is it exercising? Is it being in nature? Is it being with friends? Is it being with family? go ahead and post below and tell everyone what makes you tick, because we all want to, as a kind of a collaborative effort, we want to make sure we're supporting each other and living an authentic life so we can all be happy and healthy and vibrant. So make sure you follow through with that challenge, jot something down in the post, and make sure that you share this with a friend or family member and see who they are and what makes them tick and what makes them happy, because sometimes perception is not reality. You know, sometimes you peg a person for being a certain way and they're actually the opposite. So until I see you tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the things that fill our physiological buckets and what we can do to decrease the aging process. So until I see you tomorrow, go out and make it a great day. You certainly deserve it. Be well.